Hey guys, it's Free from the Brown Greenery. Today I'm going to be showing you how I care for and clean my bigger houseplants. Here you just see me lighting some sage because I just like to do that before I start to clean my house and my plants as well. So here you'll see me watering my Ficus elastica. This one is just a little bit tricky because there's a drainage hole, but it's like it has a plate attached to it. And so I can't really tell when the water is, like when it's well watered. And I do know that when it's overwatered, it'll definitely start leaking water from the bottom. But because this plant is so massive, it's kind of hard to tell when all of the soil is moist. So here you just see me rotating it and trying to get it as thoroughly watered as possible. And now I am cleaning it. I like to start from the bottom up. So this mixture is actually 1 cap full of neem oil and about a gallon of water and a couple of drops of Mrs. Meyer's dish soap. And I have a white cloth just to see what's on the rag when I finish cleaning it, like to check for any bugs or anything like that, or eggs or whatever. But for the most part, it was just a lot of dust. So you'll see me going from bottom to top on this plant. It takes me a very long time, so this video is sped up a little bit because it took me about 30 minutes. And I do try to clean each leaf, unfortunately, but I do want to make sure it is entirely clean. I also like to rotate it just to make sure that each side of it gets about 4 to 6 hours of sunlight, so no side of the plant is neglected. And I'm all done. Looks beautiful. And now we're gonna move on to my bird of paradise. Here you just see me watering it. It was a little dry. I did let it dry out after I bought it because if you don't know, the big box stores like to water their plants every day. And so I decided to go ahead and let this one dry out. Here you just see me cleaning it from bottom to top again, and you'll see me checking the rag to make sure nothing is coming off of it. Be really careful when you wipe this plant down because it does rip easily. So here you'll see me rotating it, and I'm actually tilting it to get all of the excess water out of the small holes on the bottom. No plant likes to be sitting in water, so make sure you get as much excess water out as possible. And again, I'm just wiping the leaves down, making sure that I wipe both the top of the leaf and the back side of it. As you guys may or may not know, bugs love to live on the back side of leaves because they are barely wiped. So when you maintenance any of your plants, make sure you are wiping the back side of the leaves as well. Also, don't forget to wipe down the stems as well, because bugs do like to hide on the stems and make little webs and stuff like that. So you want to make sure you're getting all of that. So here I'm just cutting off all of the brown spots and the yellow spots that were bothering me. They were on the plant when I bought it, but I just couldn't look at it any longer. And now onto my cat palm. My cat palm is fairly dry. I did decide to let it dry out this time. I don't do it often, but I did let her dry completely out. She's also very finicky, so I don't like to deal with her a whole lot, other than, you know, trimming like off the brown and the yellow and cutting off some foliage here and there. But other than that, I don't really like to bother her, especially when it comes to watering, because you can very easily overwater her. So here I'm just showing you guys the drainage hose that comes on the side. It comes with the plastic plots that you normally get from, you know, like Home Depot and Lowe's and stuff like that. And here I'm just tilting it, making sure to get rid of the excess water that she does not like. And you'll see me stick my pinky in there to make sure that the roots are nice and moist. And here I'm just cleaning it. I won't clean her a whole lot. Just because she gets checked over for bugs once a week, and normally when I do that, I do it with the white cloth to make sure that all of the bugs are gone and make sure there's no eggs and stuff like that. So as much as I don't like to bother her, I do go ahead and clean her once a week, just to make sure I got rid of all of the spider mites that she had. And as for my not so favorite part, because I feel like every time I take the scissors out, she ends up losing a lot of foliage. But like I said in my last video, she has some heavy dealings with some spider mites, needed a number. So I guess I'm going to be looking forward to cutting off some foliage until maybe the springtime. As you guys can see, I'm being very light-handed, just because like the plant mom in me does not want to cut off a lot of foliage. So you'll see me ignore a few pieces here and there, and that's fine. I'll get them the next time. It doesn't really bother me, but obviously a whole bunch of yellow, a whole bunch of brown just makes it look like it's not alive. So that's not cool. But you will see me leave a few pieces on there. And I am cutting at an angle too, so it could look more natural. Guys, this is my snake plant that I forgot to introduce to you in my first little introduction video. So he is not new. He's definitely been with me since August. But he was just sitting there, and so I figured, you know, let me clean him up too. It's been a while. He's one of the plants that I actually kind of just ignore, and he grows like crazy due to me ignoring it. So I did check the soil, and he was not completely dry, so I decided to, you know, water it next time and just go ahead and wipe him down. And I'm all done. See you guys next time.